Well, as the captain of RCB, and the fact that the fact that it was the women's team who first got the cup to RCB and then the men's team, but more importantly, what really, really touched everyone's heart is the fact that you got the same kind of appreciation from the crowd of the Chinnaswamy as much as, back in the day, Virat Kohli or Fab du Plessis was getting it. So that was very heartening to see. But having said that, just in terms of the brand of cricket that you're approaching, which is fearless cricket, are the women here today who are coming in with the same attitude, or it changes when they come into the ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, the first question, whenever I walked into Chinnaswamy, I mean, it was a surreal feeling. I remember the second season of WPL. That was the first home game for us at Chinnaswamy. Not very emotional person, but first time when I walked in for the toss. And I remember in 2017 watching a men's match and telling my mom, I think she was with me, and I was like, I don't know when this will happen for women's cricket, yeah, mom. And I don't think it will ever happen. Because, I mean, there's hardly anyone who used to watch prior to the 2017 World Cup. And my mom was like, don't talk anything. I'm sure you guys will have it. So think always positive. And I mean, when I entered the field for the toss, I could not hear Mel Jones asking me question. And I looked around, and the first thing, I did not think about, oh, Smriti Mandhana, RCB or something. I just felt like, wow, women's cricket is winning. I mean, that's what all of us dreamt. I'm sure the previous generations as well, whenever they would watch a WPL being sold out or the Indian matches being sold out, I'm sure that was the first dream for everyone, that, we want the same kind of a thing for, like, in terms of the stadiums. I could relate to Shri, coming from Sangli. I mean, it's again a rural area. The first thing the parents feel is that my girl is going to go to an academy where she's going to be outnumbered with a lot of boys. How is she going to manage? That's one thing how we can provide a lot of security to parents, have rural camps, more camps for women, and more awareness around women's cricket in smaller towns, that it's a safe place. I mean, there's nothing which is going to go wrong, or government takes actions around how things can be more safe for small girls going and playing cricket. That's one thing, because I mean, I'm a Marwadi, so my parents were like, I mean, girls don't play cricket. You're supposed to just get married, and all those things are not like right. But yeah, I mean, that's if they had that security around, that thought would have never come. That's one thing. And the second, you asked for some random idea. I think I walked into Visakhapatnam Stadium. All the stands are named after men. So when Julindi got her first stand named...
That's wonderful.
So when Julindi got her stand named in Eden Garden, I mean, genuinely watching the whole video made me feel very emotional that that iconic stadium of Eden Garden is going to have a women cricketer on it. And yeah, I mean, any stadium I walk into, there are, I mean, 10 on 10 are mostly men. And I feel we have a lot of legendary ex-women cricketers who deserve to have a stand named on them. So I would just, I mean, as you said, you can start, and a lot of other state associations will follow.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Let's give that a huge round of applause. Any more ideas? Anyone, Jimmy?
No, like Kranti faced it in the rural areas. Like I came from, by God's grace, came from a good family who could afford a cricket kit. But just to buy a simple cricket kit with pads, shoes, helmet, bat would cost a lot of money for a family, a humble family who cannot afford it. Maybe one of the reasons why they don't encourage their kids to play also is because of the cost factor. Like, she had to go on tour, she didn't have money to go on tour. And every parent would worry about that too. So if something can be done even for that, maybe even providing a small kit bag to start on, maybe that will lead to a lot of big things, or even like something like a pocket money kind of a thing also, but which will help them to go out and play cricket, like the basic expenditures. I think that would also be a great thing to start off.
You asked for some random idea. I think I walked into Visakhapatnam Stadium. All the stands are named after men. So when Julindi got her first stand named...
That's wonderful.
So when Julindi got her stand named in Eden Garden, I mean, genuinely watching the whole video made me feel very emotional that that iconic stadium of Eden Garden is going to have a women cricketer on it. And yeah, I mean, any stadium I walk into, there are, I mean, 10 on 10 are mostly men. And I feel we have a lot of legendary ex-women cricketers who deserve to have a stand named on them. So I would just, I mean, as you said, you can start, and a lot of other state associations will follow.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Let's give that a huge round of applause.
सर मेकिंग स्पोर्ट्स एज अ मैंडेटरी सब्जेक्ट इन स्कूल्स, और क्योंकि हमारे टाइम पे जब स्पोर्ट्स पीरियड होता था तो टीचर्स ले लेते थे कि स्पोर्ट्स खेल के क्या करेंगे, हम पढ़ा लेते हैं सब. तो ये होता है, आई डोंट नो कि मोस्ट ऑफ द स्कूल्स में ऐसा होता है कि कोई भी टीचर रैंडमली आके कि चलो हम पढ़ा लेंगे एक सब्जेक्ट, स्पोर्ट्स पीरियड तो ज़ीरो पीरियड माना जाता था. सो आई थिंक दैट वुड बी अ ग्रेट चेंज कि अगर स्पोर्ट्स पीरियड ऐड किया जाए.
यार लार्जर इकोसिस्टम में ये दिक्कत है कि इनफ ऑफ ट्रेनर्स नहीं है. So, अगर गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में देखें तो हमारे पास तो ऑलमोस्ट 43,000 स्कूल्स है, वो प्राइमरी एंड हाई स्कूल, बट पीटी टीचर्स नहीं है. फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. सेकंड ये हो रहा है कि प्लेग्राउंड नहीं है खेलने के लिए. सो अब ये दोनों मैच करके हम ये कर रहे हैं कि 10 साल के प्रोग्राम लेना है. ये 1 साल में नहीं होगा और एक पॉलिसी में नहीं होगा. ऑनेस्टली आई एम बीइंग वेरी कैंडिड. एक 10 साल का प्रोग्राम लेके वो चेंज लाना है. एंड हम तो, हमारा प्रॉब्लम तो उल्टा था. जब मैं पढ़ते थे भवन्स में, कभी भी टीचर नहीं आते थे क्लास को, जाके भाग के क्रिकेट ही खेलते थे. श्रवण भी है इधर मेरा क्लासमेट, हम सब लोग भाग के क्रिकेट खेलते थे. अब की प्रॉब्लम डिफरेंट हो गया है. आपके पास तो 2 तेलुगु बच्चे हैं और उन्होंने बोल सकते हैं कि यार आंध्रा में ये प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है कि आप पूरे मार्क्स के ऊपर जा रहे हैं एजुकेशन सिस्टम. इनफैक्ट लर्निंग आउटकम्स के पास नहीं, आउटपुट हो गया पूरा सिस्टम कि कितने मार्क्स आए, ये कितने रैंक आ गया. पूरे सिस्टम बहुत स्क्यू हो गया एंड लर्निंग आउटकम्स के ऊपर कुछ भी टेस्टिंग नहीं हो रहा है. वो मेरा बड़ा कंसर्न है एज अ मिनिस्टर. सो आपका भी पॉइंट वेरी वैलिड है, एंड बट आई बिलीव इट विल टेक टाइम. अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई डोंट हैव अ मैजिक वॉन्ड इन दैट सेंस, बट आई टेक योर पॉइंट एंड दिस इज समथिंग आई विल पर्सनली ड्राइव टू मेक स्पोर्ट्स मैंडेटेड. एंड 2, एज आई सेड, वो ग्रास रूट का मूवमेंट क्रिएट करना है. सो हमने ये किया, सब लोग को बुक भी भेजूंगा जब रेडी होगा. योगांध्रा का एक एक्टिविटी किया था इधर, जब प्रधानमंत्री साहब आ रहे थे. 30 डे प्रोग्राम किया कि हर गांव में योगा सीखना है. जिनका मन होने दो, कुछ भी होने दो, सीख लो, बस थोड़ी करो. ग्रास रूट मूवमेंट करेंगे. 30 डेज मूवमेंट करके यही विशाखापट्टनम में, यही बीच रोड, 3 लाख लोग से प्रधानमंत्री के साथ हमने योगा किया. वी क्रिएटेड अ रिकॉर्ड. सो वी कुड डू इट इन 30 डेज इन योगा. But I believe that grassroots का movement बहुत important है, and we will do it. And what we did for the National Sports Day, I believe, is just the first step. We had only 26,000 participants. I believe it should be 3 lakh, and I believe it should at least be 50% women, and that's what the agenda with which we will drive it. So thank you for your feedback.
When I used to go for tournaments and all, my study used to suffer. But so for me, my maths and all formulas are not clear because I didn't study at that time. So I started playing early, 3rd or 4th. So if you can provide different education for the sports people, because it's very hard to cope up with all the others. So we used to get a lot less time. 10 दिन मिलते थे to study all the syllabus. So if we can get little exemption on that.